Welcome to episode number 107 of the Fit Postpartum Mom Podcast. I'm Jenna, and today we are talking about the art of making habits easier with simple baby steps. We're diving deep into chapter 12 of Atomic Habits, and we are going further and further into this series, learning about how we can make habits easier so that we can make habits stick, so that we can have results, right? We are trying to change our body, get it more toned, get more fit, and we're all trying to do this with babies in tow. And it's not easy, but we're going to make it easy today. After listening to this episode, you're going to see how easy this can be, and you're going to make these habits stick. Are you ready? Let's go. Finding it hard to keep up with the demands of motherhood because your energy is always low? Is your weak core holding you back from feeling strong and confident in your postpartum journey? Do you avoid looking in the mirror because you're not happy with what you see? Hey mama, welcome to the Fit Postpartum Mom Podcast, where you'll learn how to reclaim your energy, strengthen your body after pregnancy, and finally say goodbye to the postpartum pooch in less time. Hi, I'm Dr. Jenna, but you can call me Jenna, and I'm a physical therapist, wife, and mom of 4 girls who has cracked the code on how to strengthen your core postpartum in the easiest and safest way possible. I too struggled with my postpartum fitness journey as a new mom, but now I'm stronger than ever, and I'm here to help you do the same without the stress, exhaustion, or struggle. If you're ready to fit fitness into your busy schedule while you navigate your postpartum journey and stay motivated along the way, then you're in the right place. It's all about progress, not perfection, and I'm here to help walk you through that journey to feeling strong, confident, and energized. That energy comes from within, not your coffee. Let's roll out that yoga mat, girl. It's time to do this. All right, we are going into chapter 12 of the Atomic Habits series, and we're talking about making our habits easier. But James Clear first starts with talking about the law of least effort and how motivation is the key to having change, right? We're not going to make any changes in our lives if we're not motivated. Why on earth would we try to do something if there's no motivation behind it? So the truth is that real motivation is to be lazy. We just want to be lazy, right? In our life, if you think about the way you live your life, are we just trying to make our lives easier and a little bit lazier and just everything around making things simple, right? So we wish that we could just lose weight in the most easiest, laziest way possible. Like that would be amazing if we just could just snap our fingers and boom, the weight is gone. Or if we wanted the 6-pack abs and we could just, get it overnight and just like pray about it, dream about it, and we wake up and our abs are ripped and toned. But that's not going to happen. Like we have to do something. We have to put effort into the thing that we're trying to achieve. But we want it to be easy effort. We don't want it to be hard effort. If it was too hard, we're less likely to do the thing, right? If it's going to make us sweat too much, or if it's going to make our muscles so sore that we're not going to want to come back again, we're not going to do it anymore. So we need to find this balance of easy, but not too easy where it's still challenging us enough to get the results that we want. But there's like a fine line, right? If it's too hard, we're not going to do it. And if it's too easy, we're not going to get the results. So there's a strategy behind all of this. And James Clear talks about what we need to do. But we're going to get into that in a moment. But let's go back to why are we so wired in our brains to go in the path of least resistance? Because it is just human nature for us to follow the pattern of least resistance. And we gravitate towards options that are naturally easier, right? It's just, this is how our brain is wired. Our brain is wired to go the easy way, to go the easy route. What's going to be less energy, expenditure? We're going to find the things that take the least amount of energy, and, that's what we're going to do. So like, if I was to tell you to do 100 push-ups or to do 1 push-up, which one are you going to do? Of course, you're going to do 1 push-up. It's so much easier. So what we're going to do is we're going to try to create workout plans, workout programs, workout habits and goals that are going to start with 1 instead of 100. So don't sign up for any kind of workout challenge or anything that's going to require you to do 100 of something. You want to start small. You want to start with one baby step. And that's what I like to do in my program. Postpartum Abs Simplified, I always start my students with one exercise first. And you'll see that when you join the program. If you want to join, you just go to livecorestrong.com/PAS, and you'll see in that program, I start with one exercise, one baby step. And then when you get to the end of the 70 days, you're doing so many more core exercises that it barely feels like you're doing anything because it's a gradual progression. And it's great. I love this chapter so much because it's really what shapes my program. And I designed the program before reading and studying his book, but I've just, through physical therapy training, I've always known this, that you have to start slow, you have to start small, and then it's a gradual progression, because if you go too fast too soon, you'll have an injury. So it's just amazing how this chapter and my training sort of like mesh together. So let's talk about some behaviors in our lives that take very little effort and that we just do it automatically without having to think about it. And typically these behaviors are habits that we want to break, but the behaviors that require very little effort are like habits of scrolling on our phone, looking at social media, checking our email, watching TV. All those things are like super easy to do, don't require a lot of effort at all, and we do them all the time. They're just too convenient. But we don't want those habits. We want the habits of drinking more water, eating healthy food, and working out more often. So if we want to improve our health with these healthy habits, we need to make it easy. So how can we make this so easy? Well, we need to start with the baby step, okay? So what's the first thing that you can do to make this easy? We can start with doing one exercise every week, and you're only doing one exercise every week. And another thing that you need to think about is setting up your environment for success. So James Clear reminds us in chapter 12 about what he taught us in chapter 6 because it was so important. If you're not familiar with chapter 6, just go back to episodes 85 and 87 where I talk about the environmental changes. But we want to make this easy, okay? That's the whole point of this chapter. And to make it easy, we need to set up our environment for success. So an example he gives in this chapter is about how, a lot of people want to work out and they want to go to the gym, but they're not going to go out of their way to go to a gym that might be 5 or 10 minutes out of the way of their natural way of driving to work. So if they're going one way to work and they know that there's a gym on the way to work, they're more likely to go to that gym and work out before they go to work. But if that gym is located 5 or 10 minutes out of the way, you're less likely to go to that gym. That's the friction that really stops us in our tracks. If there's any kind of friction from creating a new habit, we're not going to do it. So we need to make it easy. Making it easy means putting this habit in our natural daily routine, in our natural rhythm of our lives. We will more likely do this habit if it's already placed in the most convenient place of our day. So let's think about it. Let's think about how we can make working out more convenient, easier, less friction, all those things that are going to stop us from working out. The first thing I recommend to my students is to get their workout clothes picked out the night before and their shoes, and putting all this on your toilet the night before so that when you wake up and you need to go to the bathroom, your clothes are sitting there already. That's how you're going to make this easy. That's how you're going to make it convenient, and you're going to eliminate the friction. Okay. Another thing is he talks about, setting up the room in advance. So you're resetting the room to prepare you for what's to come. So rather than thinking of it as like you're cleaning your room, you're sort of preparing it for the next time. So if you have a workout room in your house or a workout corner in your house, I want you to reset it after a workout so that it's ready for the next time you come. So whether that's refilling your water bottle and putting that water bottle back into the workout area, having it ready to go, because you're just more likely to work out if you have your water ready to go and any other equipment that you know that you're going to need for the next workout. So have it ready to go. This is going to set up your environment for success, and you're making it easy for yourself. James Clear says, make the habits so easy that we will do the habit even when we don't feel like doing it, right? We don't want to work out, but if the clothes are sitting there and the water bottle is already filled, we're more likely to do it. And to top it all off, the night before, when you're going to bed, have your workout plan already in your mind. So if you have like a workout calendar or some kind of workout journal, read it the night before so you wake up in the morning and you know exactly what workout you're going to do. Make the good habits more convenient, and we will be more likely to follow through with them. That's what James Clear says in the book. We are capable of doing hard things. We're capable of raising our babies and changing dirty diapers. We're capable of doing all those things, but we need to have as many things as possible working in our favor, especially as a mom with a baby. We have so much chaos going on in our house. We have so many interruptions and unplanned things happening while we're taking care of our baby that we need to reduce the friction when it comes to working out. We need to reduce the friction and make our lives so much more simpler if our priority is fitness and losing weight and getting stronger and having more energy. If this is the main focus in your life right now as you go through postpartum recovery, let's focus on making this part of your life as easy as possible so you can put all of your energy into taking care of your baby. So reducing the friction is key. So that's your homework. Today, when you're done listening to this, I want you to think about how you can reduce friction for your workout time. I always recommend working out in the morning, getting it done and out of the way. If you don't believe me on these morning workouts, go back and listen to this previous episode, because I talk about how you can so easily get derailed from working out as a mom because things just happen in life. You will get derailed no matter what, whether it's a poopy diaper or lots of phone calls that day. So I recommend working out first thing in the morning. But now you need to think about, how can you make your mornings easier? I know that you're probably not sleeping at night. Your baby's waking up and you're doing night feedings. But can you find 5 or 10 minutes in the morning to just get started? Whether that's one push-up or one sit-up or just one jumping jack, something, but let's start with something. Let's just start. I know one exercise is not going to feel like much, but at this point, if you haven't started working out consistently enough, it's better to just do something rather than nothing. That is my motto. If you are struggling to stay consistent with working out, that's why I have my program, Postpartum Abs Simplified, because I want to help you focus on the one thing, which is your core, and I want to help give you that accountability and coaching and support that you need, because you're in a difficult state right now, taking care of a baby with no schedule and no routine. But I'm here to help you get that routine and that consistency and making your workout program so much easier. When I instruct my students to just focus on the core, it takes the thought process out of not focusing on arms or legs or cardio. And that's how I make things simple for you. So it's called Postpartum Abs Simplified for a reason. We are working on the core only, and we're eliminating all the thoughts about everything else in the body. So you can really hone in on getting that core strength back first before anything else. Getting the core strength back is so much more important in the earlier stages. And then from there, that's when you can branch out and do the other body parts. So I started this way with my postpartum recovery. I started with the core and took all the other things out of my mind. And I focused a lot on breastfeeding my baby and sleep training my baby. So I made my life so simple as a new mom by doing core, sleep, and breastfeeding. And if you like that idea, if you're like, oh, that sounds great, I just want to get these things done and accomplished, come and join me in my program, Postpartum Abs Simplified. It's a 70-day program, and by the time you're done with the program, your core will be fully restored, your abs will be strong, and you'll be able to take on any kind of workout from that point on. All right, well, let's get back to this chapter. Let's wrap things up a little bit. He just says, stop the bad habits, hide the sugary foods up in the cabinet. That's right. You want to make it difficult for the bad habits. You're going to put them high up in the cabinets, and you're going to require a stool to get those sugary foods out. If you want to stop scrolling on your phone, you need to hide your phone in your house and put it somewhere else so that you spend at least 3-4 hours a day in the morning without your phone, without scrolling. You're going to see you will have so much more time. And when you have that more time, you can devote that time to working out and to creating healthy habits. You can also create healthy habits around food and eating by just chopping up produce like fruits and vegetables on the weekends so that all week you will have these healthy foods to grab and go from your refrigerator. There's a way to make these, habits so much easier and healthier for you. If you have more healthy habit ideas, I'd love for you to share them in our free Facebook community. The link is in the show notes below, and you can share all your healthy habits with us and how you have these hacks that work for you so that as you are going through motherhood, you know that you've got this down. You've got this down. Maybe it's drinking water. Maybe it's going for a walk, or maybe it's a phone call with your friend to give you some emotional support throughout the week. Share with us what you're doing to keep healthy as a new mom. I'd love to hear it. And remember, as you go throughout postpartum recovery, to always live core strong. Hey mama, I hope you enjoyed today's episode. If so, would you take 30 seconds and leave a 5-star review on Apple Podcasts? It would bring me so much joy. Simply scroll down to the stars and click write a review. Your review will help more women discover our podcast. Let's grow this fit mom movement together. And if you want your friends to come alongside you on this postpartum fitness journey, invite them to our free Facebook group where you can get motivated together. Community is key to success, and that's what I want for you. So join ours by going to the link in the show notes, and before you know it, the baby weight will be falling off as quickly as those stinky diapers. I can't wait to see you on the next episode of the Fit Postpartum Mom Podcast.